The book Unburdening Souls at the Speed of Thought, the core of that book is these 6 stages. And it seems like Christ modeled each one of these stages. Like the first one is avoidance. Christ says, can this cup pass from me? Can I avoid this crucifixion thing? And then the second is surrender to the process, psychological process of transformation. You surrender to EMDR, you have to surrender. And he surrendered, okay, well, not my will, your will, so I'll surrender to this thing. And then the third stage is this psychological dismantling, destruction of the old way that's not working anymore. And from the Christian perspective, Christ was crucified, so he's destroyed. And then the fourth stage is this, it's kind of a period of chaos and confusion in the midst of suspended animation, like nothing's happening, but a lot is happening. And that's kind of, biblically, it can be, Christ is 3 days in the tomb where things stop. And it's not only Christian, because the Sufis have this word called fana, F-A-N-A, and it stands for annihilation. So it's a spiritual place where you're annihilated, and then you have to figure out the next thing. In Kabbalah, they talk about the destruction of the vessel that breaks apart, and it is put back together with some of the pieces from the original, but it's new. The fifth is kind of a rebirth, where you sort of get a view of the new thing, and with Christ it would be the resurrection. He's alive again. And the sixth stage would be this sort of assimilation of the new self, which they assimilate this new way, and then they're on their way with this new life. And that would be similar to like Christ, he ascended with his transfigured body, which is spiritual perfection, or whatever you want to call it. So I think that he modeled that, and I think psychologically humans go through that. I often ask people to really record their dreams, and many will. And like the third stage is the dismantling of the old way. So they will have dreams that they're dying, or there's death around them, or their house is burning down, or they're in a storm and everything's being destroyed, because that's what we're doing. We're in destruction mode. Probably the most poignant dream of stage 5 this woman had was, she was walking along this road, and there was just this crops that were just mud and mush and puke, and they smelled terrible. It was all black. And there was this beautiful white baby in a white blanket in the middle. And she said, I went and got that baby. I took that baby out of there. And that's like a rebirth dream. Here's all this old stuff is destroyed, but out of this destruction comes this newborn baby. So, I mean, that's just, I'm like privileged to hear these things.